Alright, well, today what I'm going to do is a little voiceover here because the audio on this grocery store video was just too crazy loud. I mean, these stores get so busy. But anyway, I'm here at Alturas Mall in Tagbilaran, Bohol. And you see me there, I got my bag because when you go shopping here in the Philippines, you don't get bags. They don't have like the plastic bags that you're used to in the US. When you go out, you got the little plastic bags, put all your groceries in. Here, no. You bring your own bag. Like, see, there's a lady there with her bag already, and this lady going by with her bags. And it's really funny too, if you're here, and you have a lot of things and you have a car, that's the thing. You can't really do this on a motorbike, but they put your grocery in boxes, like little boxes that are like 18 by 18 or so, and they tape it all up and wrap it all up and all that kind of stuff. And that's how you take out your groceries. But you got to have your own bag to get your groceries out. Now, this is just one of several grocery stores they have here in this town, and it's always busy. I mean, I was here, this was probably 2 o'clock or so in the afternoon on a weekday, and it's just always super busy. I mean, all these grocery stores, and I think this store actually here has one of the not smaller but normal size checkout lanes, I should say. I mean, there's like 70 checkout lanes here, and they're all open from the time the store opens till the time the store closes. They got all these checkouts. I mean, that's just how busy it is. I mean, 70 checkouts. I mean, that's crazy. But as you can see, it's always busy. The worker uniforms there, you can always tell them they're all bright and clear. But here, I think this was my first time at this store. So I'm walking around. I don't know where anything is. I'm just trying to stay out of everybody's way and just find my way around. But you can see on every aisle there's just workers, restocking, because these places, they do some business. And here's my favorite. Is that you gotta get your peanut butter. Oh, hey, go back and get the peanut butter. Oh well, I missed out on the peanut butter, but I think I swing back and get some later. But like I say, it's just always super busy in these places like this. Hard to get around, and I think I've done like 3 or 4 laps around this thing already, right? Anyway, but see, they got, everything you got back home. And get the Colgate toothpaste. All my friends will know how I am about dental hygiene. You got to take care of that. But, and like I say, it's always so busy, and I think that's why they have these small carts. Well, there's a regular sized cart there. But most of the carts are these little carts with a basket, because the aisles are so narrow. It's hard to get around in there if everybody had those big carts. But yeah, you can see all the girls in their school uniforms. Yeah, like I said, I think, I said it was 2 o'clock. I think this is about lunchtime. That's why everybody's out, getting their lunch. But man, I think I'm getting my steps in here. I can't remember doing all these steps. Have to check my pedometer, see how far I got my 10,000 steps in the grocery store. But looking for juice there. They got everything. They got your Tropicana and your Del Monte juices. What do we got? Oh yeah, Tang. I don't know. I guess they do sell Tang still in the U.S., right? They have it all here. I like to drink a lot of water, so every once in a while I mix in something like that too, just to get a little extra, little flavor in there. And yeah, later on when I go back to the meat and the poultry section, it's funny how they got the ground beef. But look at that, just always stocking. And the thing here is they do it like, during the day. I mean, I don't know why they don't do it like later in the night. It makes it so hard to get around in the stores. But here I am getting, see, they got Pringles there. I get that when I go to the beach and just sit out on the beach and have my snacks out there. But it's not too bad shopping here. It's always obstacles to get around, and it's half the fun of going. Just trying to find your way around. And when I moved into my apartment here, they didn't offer any kitchen supplies. Well, they, pots and pans, but other things like can openers and things like that, they don't have. So I mean, they didn't offer in my apartment, so I have to pick that out. Here I'm trying to find, I remember this, I was trying to find an apple core. Those things where you put the apple on the counter and then you push down on the apple core and it cuts it into little slices for you. I like those things, but I don't think I got one here. They have a lot of things, but they didn't have what I wanted that day. But I will not give up. I will look until my camera runs out of batteries. Oh well. Anyway, they didn't have one. I ended up getting one. I think I was over in Dumaguete at a store over there. I got 2 of them, and within a month I lost both of them. So that's my normal MO. But they got everything you need here. I mean, except for what I needed, I should say, right? I mean, I got a lot of my kitchen supplies here where, I had to get everything. I mean, this apartment complex I'm in is very awesome. I love it. But they just didn't offer kitchen supplies. But as you can see, there's always people in here. Always busy. Hey, look, that's a kid young to be out shopping by herself, huh? But you can see, like I said, they got so many registers, and they're all just, just think if they had, like back in the U.S., I'm from Florida, so Publix, they'll have like 10 registers, right? And, you could have a few people ahead of you, but just think if they had 10 registers at a store like this, oh my God. The lines would be 100 yards long trying to get out and check out. But see, like I was talking about those carts, if everybody had a regular cart like they do back home, yeah, you couldn't get up and down the aisles because they're narrow and there's just so many people. And right there I was looking for Chips Ahoy Chewy. They don't have those. They got the Chips Ahoy in the blue pots, like the regular Chips Ahoy, but they nowhere has the Chewy. I mean, I've gone to several different grocery stores and can't find the Chips Ahoy Chewy. So they didn't have that, so I just said, forget it. If you don't have what I want, I am out of here. But the dairy section here, and they do have a lot of things that just like back home, but the one thing they don't have here is cottage cheese. And I like my cottage cheese, but I can't find that anywhere either. They don't partake in cottage cheese here. But when in Rome, as they say, they don't have it, so hey, I gotta go find something else. But yeah, this was lunchtime. That's why there's so many kids in uniform, their school uniform. I don't know if that's a college or a high school, because schools here, they all have uniforms from elementary school all the way through college. You have you wear a uniform, which is good. I would prefer that, because then you don't have to worry about, finding different outfits to wear, and you don't have the cliques where, hey, these guys have expensive clothes and I don't. I was always in the I don't clique. But you go around, and I don't even know what I'm looking for anymore. I think I was looking for, I'm back down. I always end up on the snack aisle. How does that happen? But I'm going to go to the back here. I think this is it. Go back and get the meat. Or I'm looking, this whole section here is rice. And over in the background there, we see the two workers. They got bins with different kinds of rice where you just scoop it into your bag and get as much different rice as you want, instead of just coming in a bag of rice. You can just get what you want, as much as you want. But, see, now in the back, what I was talking about, they got chicken, one chicken section, and pork. All right, I'm passing one pork. You can't see the pork up there. And then there's another pork down here. That whole side there is pork. Which, I'll do me some pork chops and stuff. I like to eat a pig. I'll eat some bacon, things like that, some ham. But this is all, from all the way back behind me, all the way down here, this is all pork. And then at the very end, what I was talking about, see, it's still pork. I'm trying to go around. See, this girl here, that's a elementary or junior high outfit there, that green. They always wear that. Come all the way down, and at the very end, this is the only beef right here. All that other crap was pork. And this is the only place to get your beef. Well, at this store. They got it all in bags, already bagged up, and in like a kilo or a half a kilo bag. You got the price already stamped on there from the weight of the beef. But that's, it's crazy how, this is the only beef section. And I'm talking beef like steaks and, all that kind of stuff, all the way down to the ground beef. Now I'm trying to figure it out, like what it costs compared to back home. And the ground beef, it's a little bit more expensive here. It's not like crazy higher, but it is a little higher than back home. And I'm still trying to get used to the metric system. I'm getting better. I'm getting good at the weights and the length, getting used to using kilometers when you go places. And the price, like when something says it's so much a kilo, well, a kilo is what, 2.2 pounds. So then I gotta try to figure all that out, which is mind-numbing for me, the math, especially with the exchange rate. It's always good when it goes up. I hope it goes up to it keeps going up and up and up. But when it was 50 to 1, prices were so easy to figure out. But now it's like 56, 57, almost hit 58 the other day. It makes it, not harder to figure. A little bit. You just, I guess, do the 50 to 1 conversion and then add a few more pesos under there and get it down a little lower. But this is the whole beef section. That's why I'm hanging out with the beef, trying to find the best, because some of the beef, it is decent, but some of the bags have it looks like it's like 25% fat. you got to find the right ones, and I don't know why I'm taking so much time, man. Just put it in there. Let's go. All right, got 3 of them. Oh, here I go. Probably. Oh, there's Maury on the phone. My daughter's dog. He's such a good guy. Still can't figure out the numbers. Like I say, it gives me a headache with the like just the like when things are, you know, sold in kilo or half a kilo. What half a kilo I guess is 1.1 pound. I don't know. It just gets a little too much for me. Even though I spent my career working with numbers, it's still a little different when everything's in metric now. It's crazy how the U.S. is the only country that's on the imperial system anymore, and the rest of the world is on the metric. And it just goes to show that the rest of the world is wrong. Should be on the imperial like me, don't it? Alright, well, I got the meat. Finally, I got the meat. And man, look, it's just so hard with them. With all the people in there, and then they're always stocking. Stock right during the busiest time of day. But, hey, what can you do? They got to keep things on the shelf. But I think this is where I go to check out. And it takes a while. Like I said, the one thing you got to have here is patience. You can't be like back home where, you know, things are snap, snap, snap. Let's go. Everything's a rush. You gotta just put all that aside and just chill and just go with the flow. Because if you get angry or you get upset, it's not gonna do anything. Okay, it was 4:04. I think I was trying to time how long it took me to get through the checkout. But see, like I said, see, you bring your own bag. I mean, they sell them right there, right by the register, because they know people are going to need them. But I cut out all my waiting time. I don't know if I show my watch again or not, but I think this time it took me 15 or 20 minutes. And they don't have any self-checkouts in the Philippines. They don't have that. It's always with the register. Always, and they always have a bagger. Oh, like I was telling you, see the boxes? The guy on the right is standing right by the boxes that they use if you want to have it. You tell them if you want it in the bag or if you want it boxed up. They'll do either way. But, you know, and they do, at these big grocery stores, they do take credit cards and debit cards, but, you know, cash is always the best thing to have. And there I'm giving her 500 peso bills, which is like $9 a bill. It's good to have those, or even smaller bills. Like if you have hundreds and 200s, they have 100, 200, and 500s, and then thousands. I mean, you know, if you're going to go buy something big, of course, bring your thousands. But anything like this, just bring smaller bills, you know, so that way, you know, it's easy for them to change. A big store like this, they'll have change. But when you go around other little stores, I mean, if you go and buy something for 60 peso and you give them a 500 peso bill, they may not have change. So it's always good to have smaller change. And now one thing you got to do is that receipt. You just don't throw that receipt away, because when you go out the exit right here, see these security guards? They check. Oh, where am I going? I thought I was going out. Oh well. I don't know where I'm going. I think I turned around here. Go back, buddy. Go back. You're going the wrong way. Oh, I think I was going down Jolly Bee to see if I could get something to eat. But Jolly Bee, it's always busy. But you can see the grocery store. Yeah, it's on the bottom level. And this mall is 5 stories tall. 5 stories, yeah. You can see them up there. But it's a big grocery store. See, like I said, look at all these registers, man. And they're all going all the time, every day. Yeah, I think I was just trying to go around and show how busy it always is. And it's not like this is a weekend or a holiday and people out shopping. I mean, this is every day where it's just busy. And this is only one side. There's another side. It's the store shaped like a rectangle, and the registers are all along the outside. I mean, it's just busy as heck. I mean, all these registers. All right, here I go. See, the security officers, they'll check your receipt. See, he's gonna mark it. It's like, so I mean, you can prove that you bought stuff, that you didn't walk out and you got something and you're stealing it. So they just, it's like a formality, really. But, and one good thing about this mall is, the parking garage, the car park area. The other big mall in town, Island City Mall, it's all outdoor parking, and especially where you park your motorbikes, it's a really big dirt lot. So that's a hassle to go park in the dirt lot. And, when you try to keep things clean, like me, I try to keep my bike clean. But this one's nice. In this parking garage, I think I've never gone up higher than this floor. This is the ground floor. I think it's 3-story parking garage in here. So they can put a lot of stuff in there. And there's my bike, Yamaha X Max 300. And I like this bike because